Not too shabby, Sholmes. You might have what it takes to pull off an investigation. With careful police work and keen instinct, both.
I wonder. In truth, I still can't decide. Am I best suited to the life of an inspector, tirelessly pursuing criminals through steady, thorough investigation? Or am I destined to become a genius detective, using logic and inspiration to track down the most evasive criminal masterminds?
You gotta pick one, huh? I think you should follow in Heinkel's footsteps. You'd make a great inspector. Now's not the time for you to be running around on your own as a private eye, with nothing to guide you but your hunches. Start off by working with people who have experience. Learn the ropes of how to investigate, then go from there. If you do that, I bet you'll make a great inspector someday.
Why, yes! When you put it that way, it's elementary! I'll train to become an inspector under my dear Uncle Heinkel's tutelage.
Kikyo?
I was asked by your parents to help you find a job. A sheltered little fool I barely have any ties to, but still I agree. To watch over you, even though I would rather do anything else, and this is how you repay me, you ingrate?
Kikyo?
And you. I knew you had more muscles than brains, but are you truly so foolish as to think that you could suggest... that Sholmes become an inspector and it wouldn't end with you battling me, idiot?
To be frank, I'm still not
I think you should follow in Heinkel's footsteps. Oh, give me a break. The silent sleuth ninja Konoe Kikyo appears. That's what you want to say, right? So let's get on with it already.
Here I go! Hut!
So I lost to you. Who'd have thought you were this strong?
Who are you?
The game is up, Whitson. There's no place for you to run.
What?
You hoped that I wouldn't follow my Uncle Heinkel in his line of work. You didn't want a formal investigation to uncover the truth, that you were here at this very fort 2 years ago. That you knew of a certain feature of this fort, and that you...
Let us end this charade.
Whoa!
When all you had was a laughable dream of becoming a private investigator, I could turn a blind eye. But when you finally gave up your ridiculous posturing and did some real detective work, you became quite the nuisance.
What have you done with Kikyo?
I don't have to answer to you. If you care so much, find her yourself.
Get back here! A secret passage! So this is how the perpetrator... And so they found the real Kikyo bound up in another of the fort's hidden corridors? That's right. I'm just relieved she wasn't hurt. Shom says she was lured out by a false promise of information, then taken captive.
But in the end, we still don't know the truth of what happened?
Well, thanks to Inspector Heinkel's investigation, several facts have come to light.
Lord Gulliver's murder was the sole work of Madame Goldiga, who was after his fortune from the beginning. She heard about the hidden corridor from Whitson. Apparently those two have a history together. She just happened to hear about it?
Whitson mentioned the corridors when Lady Goldiga told him that her husband planned to purchase Starkford. Perhaps he also mentioned how ideally suited it was for staging the perfect murder.
A murder she then decided to carry out. Whatever he knew or didn't know, Whitson hurried to the crime scene under the pretense of investigating with Sholmes. Then Madame Goldigga misread his intentions, thinking he was there to help her. She tried over and over to get him on her side. In the end, she even tried threatening him, though we'll never be sure with what.
But what about the note we found? I shall follow where you go.
There were quite a few theories flying around about that note, weren't there? The madam might have written it, or...
The truth seems to be that Lord Gulliver wrote that note himself.
He did?
I guess coming to Starkford and getting caught up in its history sparked the creative urge in him. That note was from a novel he was working on. They found the continuation of it with the rest of his belongings.
Oh, so it was just a red herring.
Forgive me. It's my fault for jumping to conclusions like I did.
Apologizing for a bad hunch? Who are you, and what did you do with the real Sholmes?
I'll take that as a compliment. Inspector Heinkel has been teaching me what it means to truly be a part of a real investigative team.
Sholmes, we have a case!
Yes, sir.
Go cordon off the scene and begin collecting evidence. I'll get there as soon as I can.
Yes, sir.
Crack that whip, Heinkel. Looks like you have some high hopes for him.
Well, as it turns out, his insight has proved quite invaluable to our investigations. The day might even come when he's the one ordering me around.
You don't seem too upset about that.
If you'll excuse me, I'm due at the scene. I can't let that sniveling little upstart think he's in charge quite yet. Be well, Idia.
It seems you chose well, Idia. Everything's working out wonderfully.
Yep, not bad if I do say so myself. And I'm relieved that I gave Sholmes good advice for his future, too.
Excuse me, can I get a soybean mochi and another cup of strong tea?
Make that two.
One for me, too. Let's make it 5 sets.
Coming right up!
But there's only 4 of... Oh.